She thought the first betrayal was the worst, but 2 years in, Casey opened his phone again, and what she found this time was devastating. Dozens of flirtatious conversations, full exchanges, even pictures. I'm Dr. Trish Leigh, and this is episode 3 in our series on the neuroscience of betrayal, real stories. Today, let's dive into what happens when there's chronic betrayal. Not betrayal that happened one time, but when it goes on and on again. I want to show you how it literally miswires your brain. I don't just work with women like Casey who are devastated by betrayal, but I also work with their partners, the men who also are affected by the neuroscience. They find themselves in thrill-seeking, sexually oriented, secret behaviors for those dopamine hits that their brains crave. But it takes them away from the very relationships that they say they want more than anything. To truly understand what's going on, let's dive into the neuroscience of what's happening with both people when betrayal strikes. 2 years in, Tyler's behavior shifted again. More time on his phone, locking himself in the bathroom, sneaking moments away. My gut told me something was wrong, Casey said. He kept leaving his phone where I had access. And when I finally looked, I found dozens of conversations with other women, pictures, long exchanges, not just flirting, entire double lives in text threads. The thing that hurt the most is he didn't even talk to me like that anymore. This is chronic betrayal trauma. And for Casey, it showed up as a hypervigilant nervous system, a nervous system that was always scanning for danger, always looking for threats, waiting for the next blow to strike. But then there's Tyler. Tyler's a vet. He's used to thrills, excitement, a nervous system on the edge. So when he's in regular life, it can't compare. His nervous system is dysregulated, stuck in the mode that constantly looks for those stressors and that level of excitement. With unstable reward pathways in his brain, Tyler looks for novelty. He looks for thrills. He needs it to feel alive. He looks for it in intensity and danger. This is why many men get stuck in the secret chase. They're looking for new, novel excitement. They're looking for dopamine from hypersexuality. They're looking for thrills. This is a stimulation-seeking behavior. This leads them to view explicit matter, message other women, look for other people to engage with. Their system is stuck. It is not about love. It's about a brain and nervous system seeking and searching for constant dopamine. I also see something else flying below the surface. It's the subconscious desire to be caught. Many men won't stop this seeking behavior until they are exposed. It wasn't just about the messages, said Casey. It was about the lies, the secrecy, the danger he was choosing over us. I know he wants this and what we are building, but I also know it doesn't compete with the excitement of something new right now. What could I have done differently? This is the paradox. For women like Casey, betrayal trauma destroys trust, safety, and security. And for men like Tyler, the brain's craving for dopamine can override their values, commitment, their need for connection. His attachment system, the one that wants love and family, is at war with the dopamine reward system, the one that wants the excitement and the thrills. This is what I call the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde dynamic. Dr. Jekyll is the side of the mask that presents himself as the upstanding family man. But Mr. Hyde runs down into that dark basement of needs, of craving and desire. Mr. Hyde is the version he is when no one's watching. When those systems are out of balance, betrayal occurs and it cycles. It looks like this. He betrays you, then he minimizes it, then he tries to reset the system, then he does it again. And each time, the woman's nervous system becomes more and more dysregulated. Casey said, "Even though I was shattered, I still love him. Part of me wants to fight for us. Part of me wants to run. I feel torn in two, like I don't even know who I am anymore." This is the betrayal paradox. You want and crave the very person who continues to hurt you. For many women, that shows up as a trauma bond. That is the connection between betrayal and attachment. It leads to survival. And for many men, it leads to dopamine addiction. That means they will do anything to stay in that cycle of seeking, searching for more and more excitement and intensity, even foregoing the life that they want. When Casey came into my program, that's exactly what we did. After seeing it in her brain map, we went to work on that dysregulated pattern that was stuck in hypervigilance. This is what we did. We decreased the use of that high beta extra fast speed, the one that kept her brain and nervous system on high alert. Then we had to increase the low levels of alpha, that speed that creates calm. This way she could feel more relaxed, safer, and she could think clearly. Then we addressed the dysregulated theta. In this way, we broke those rumination loops, playing the thoughts over and over. We also repaired the delta disruption. This allowed her to sleep again. When we enhanced those deep sleep rhythms in her brain, she was able to restore and wake up refreshed again. Only when we optimized these brain patterns could she finally feel like herself again. It also quieted those cravings for the one that was hurting her. She could think clearly and decide to make herself whole again. That's why I always say that betrayal isn't about bad choices. It's about brain patterns. And until those patterns are healed, the cycle will be on repeat, unfortunately, for both partners. For Casey, this was the breaking point. But what do you do when you love someone who betrays you again and again? Can confrontation bring clarity or just more chaos? Have you ever loved someone who's betrayed you more than once? Let me know in the comments. In episode 4, let's talk about what happens during that confrontation when you face your betrayer. I'll show you how to reclaim your power so you're not trapped in the cycle anymore. Don't miss it.